more than 2 decades, I've had the privilege to work on our core productivity apps: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. In fact, my first line of code at the company was in Excel. And I'm so excited to show you how Microsoft 365 Copilot is coming to life in the products millions of people use and rely on every day. What if the tools could learn how you work rather than the other way around? Copilot unlocks all the richness of these apps through natural language. Let's start with a real-life example, like a high school graduation. My daughter recently graduated from high school, so this is really top of mind for me. Let's say I want to throw her an amazing graduation party. To start, I need to send an invitation to family and friends. So let's put Copilot to work. With a few simple prompts, Copilot understands everything it needs to know to generate a great first draft of the invitation. It's even able to pull in details about the venue from an email I received last week. Now, I have a draft invite that includes the basic information. I can edit this, I can ask my guests to share funny stories, and give them a link where they can upload photos. Now, I think this first draft is a little wordy, so let's make it more concise. With that done, this is my opportunity to create a loving and, let's be honest, a little embarrassing slideshow to celebrate the occasion. I kick things off with Copilot, providing a little information to get started. I add some details about my daughter. I can also change the style so it creates something fun and festive. And Copilot goes to work, finding the right words and searching my OneDrive for the best photos. In seconds, Copilot generates a beautiful presentation with memories, accomplishments, and advice for the future. I can add my own personal touches to it, and Copilot will be at my side. Now, let's look at this slide. I'm really happy with the design, but Copilot didn't quite have what it needed, so I'm going to rework the text. I can then ask Copilot to make it more concise and add images. Okay, now that looks great. On this next slide, there's a part that Copilot didn't quite get right, so I'll rewrite it so that it sounds a little bit more like me. I also want to use a different image here, so I'll just tell Copilot what I want, and Copilot will find it. I can add transitions between the slides, which I always forget, so that when I play the presentation, it looks really polished. Okay, I like how that turned out. Now, I don't know about you, but PowerPoint animations have never been my strong suit. I love that I can do this on my own. The average person uses less than 10% of what PowerPoint can do. Copilot unlocks the other 90%. Now, on to party planning. I'll start with a few details about the event, and once again, Copilot goes to work. With a simple prompt, it creates pages for everything I need to think about to plan this party. Let's say I want to put this plan in a simple to-do list. Boom, done. I'm thinking about what I want to say to my daughter on her big day. Copilot can get me started on a speech. I'm not sure how long I want it to be, but let's start with 3 minutes. I know I want to tell her how proud I am, acknowledge how hard she's worked, how inspired I am by her volunteer efforts, and what a wonderful leader she is. Here's a great first draft. Now, here's an important thing about Copilot. At this point, I decide whether to keep this draft, modify it, or discard it completely. This is a big change in how people interact with software. Okay, so this looks pretty good, but let's add some of the funny stories I collected from friends and family. Let's give it a minute. I can make these stories more playful and add more, but I actually want to make them a bit shorter. Let's get to the punchline, right? There, much better. Now this looks pretty good, but I really want to add my own personal touch, so I am going to edit it. You can see that throughout the writing process, I'm always in control. Now, I want to quickly format it to make sure I nail the delivery, and Copilot automatically adjusts the spacing, making it easier for me to read, and adds speaker cues to help me improve my delivery. Let's shift gears into business mode. You saw how Copilot saves me time as a working mom. But the real power of Copilot is in how it unleashes creativity at work. Imagine you're leading a team at a global manufacturing company, and you want to create a rock-solid customer proposal, and you don't have time for writer's block. Let's see how Copilot can use your customer notes in OneNote as well as another internal document. Copilot quickly creates a first draft. Now, you probably want this to look like your previous proposals. Copilot can give you a draft in the format you typically use. It inserts product images and pulls in relevant visuals from other files. You can even include a short summary at the top of the document. And Copilot can make suggestions to strengthen the proposal, like adding an FAQ, which it will generate for you. Now remember, you're not going to send this off to a customer without a thorough review. But Copilot still saved you tons of time in the process. It's time to get ready for your customer pitch meeting. Now, everyone has had a moment when they wish they could turn their proposal into a customer-ready presentation without having to start from scratch. Well, guess what? Now you can. Copilot can turn your Word document into a PowerPoint presentation. Now, you have a professional-looking presentation that you can hone and polish. This is truly amazing. Using just your words, Copilot translates Word into PowerPoint and PowerPoint into Word. Now, let's add a slide and give Copilot some quick instructions. There it goes, ready for you to review. Now, this slide is a little bit wordy. Let's ask Copilot to make it more visual. And check this out. Copilot can even animate the slide. It gives it a professional design treatment in a single click. But it doesn't stop there. Copilot can even generate speaker notes. I am serious. Speaker notes. It's not only a time saver, it's helping me be a better presenter and close this deal. Let's jump into Copilot in Excel. Copilot puts all the rich capabilities of Excel at your fingertips. Say you need to analyze this quarter's sales results. You start by asking Copilot to analyze the data and give you 3 key trends. Within seconds, you've got what you need. But you want to drill in. You ask Copilot a follow-up question about one of the trends. Copilot creates a new sheet. This new sheet creates a sandbox to play in to better understand what's going on without modifying the data in the original sheet. This is a great example of how Copilot up-levels your skills, showing you how to break down the problem step by step. You ask Copilot to visualize what contributed to the decline in sales growth this period. Copilot adds a little color to make the problem jump off the page. Now, you want to dig deeper and ask a follow-up question. Copilot not only answers your question, it creates a simple model of the scenario. And it even asks you if you want to learn more about what it did with a step-by-step breakdown. Finally, you can ask it to create a graph of your projected model. Copilot turned a sea of data into clear insights and actions. Let me show you how Copilot can help you tackle your email. We all struggle with the pull of the inbox. Sometimes it keeps us from focusing on our most important work. But at the same time, you do have important emails to respond to. Copilot separates the signal from the noise and gives you hours of time back. Copilot can help you triage your inbox, highlighting the most important emails to prioritize. And Copilot also helps you on the go in Outlook Mobile. It can summarize long email threads. You can draft a reply using data from an Excel file, and Copilot will generate a reply for you. You can edit it. You can make it more concise. You can even change the writing style or add more context. Now, all that's left to do is review the proposed response and hit send. Copilot is a productivity game changer.